So let's talk about what he said. He said that and what's your name again, man? Khalil Faison, right? All right. So he said that you can take the girl out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the girl. How's my time? All right. So we're gonna talk about that once we start this thing. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So what I want to do right now is I want to get a few people up here. We have seats for them. Not quite sure, but now some of these people haven't told them that you're actually going to be up here, but we've talked about it. But I want to get up here. Jose Rodriguez, Crystal Rivera, Sarah Judy, David Joyner, Algin Faison, Brandy Rodwell, Tyler Corniggy, and Destiny Boykin. And Tony Smith. All right. Is my cord out? All right. This will last a little while. Is there any? Okay, there's an extra chair. That one. Yeah, if you could bring that. Thanks. Just a second. Yeah. Okay, so okay, what did you say? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to explore these people. You see these people right here up in front of you, and we're gonna get a little bit real, all right? And these people are very different people. That's why they're up here. And these people are they may be a lot more different than you think. More different than you think. And we're gonna find that out. We're going to some things may be said, some things may be done, and I want to make sure that anybody who who have not really been talked about this thoroughly is okay with this. Destiny, I don't think I've talked to you about this. You cool with this? All right, Tony, cool. All right, so everybody's cool. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I want everybody up here to briefly introduce themselves, and that's just what we want to do first. All right, so we'll start with Tony. Yeah, just stand.
Play basketball, and yeah, I'm a cool dude. You know what
All right.
I'm Brandy. I'm a sophomore. That's it.
I'm Crystal, and I'm a sophomore too.
I'm Jose, and I'm a junior.
Hello. I think I know a lot of you here. I'm Sarah Judy. I'm a junior.
David Joyner. I'm a junior.
I'm Tyler, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Algin, I'm a junior.
I'm Destiny Boykin, and I'm a junior.
Um, check. All right. All right. So one thing we're gonna do first is now I could say what is said is not gonna leave this room. That this is Las Vegas. Everything that's said here stays here, but I know that's not gonna be true. So I'm just not gonna say it. But guys, the important thing right here, right now, is that this is a very special opportunity for you guys. You guys are gonna be here all day, and that's not very common. But what we're gonna do here all day is we're gonna be real and we're gonna be open. And throughout this day, I want you guys to gradually make that process, to take that step. All right. And we're gonna start right now with being with these people being real and you guys being real with these people. And what's gonna happen is that we've got a few boards right here, 3. One says blacks, one says whites, and the other says Hispanic and multiracial. Now we've got some little stereotypes about these people. We've got the blacks who cheat, steal, they're on welfare, have bad tempers, they're loud, they have babies for checks. All play ball. They're apathetic. Apathy, by the way, we're going to get straight what the word apathy means. Apathy is the lack of concern or indifference. That is the definition of apathy. They fight. They're uneducated. Or that if they are educated, then they're smart, well-groomed, athletic, and progressive. Now, whites, they're rich. They're dealers. Whites are smoking it, blacks are dealing it. All right. These are people's conceptions. That's some people think this, some people don't. A lot of people do. Inside their heads. See, this stuff is kind of subconscious, man. Like we think not necessarily these things, but we look at somebody, okay, everybody's listening, I got everybody's attention, everybody's eyes. We look at these people and we see something. We can write 2 pages. If a teacher gave you an assignment and said, okay, you're going to get a 0 in this class, I want you to write 2 pages on this person in an hour. You could do it. You could do it just by looking at them. Everybody in here could do it just by looking at them. Why? Because we see certain things, so many different things through this person. But we don't know them. We don't know most people in here. We may know them, but we don't know them. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But right now, I'm going to get something straight. The only off-limits topics are gangs and sexual orientation. And there's a lot of different reasons for that, but I'm not going to get into those. So, sexual orientation is straight, bi, gay, that kind of thing. Polyamorous, but nobody really. Okay, yes. Why we chose not to talk about sexual orientation? That's it's a very sensitive issue. Yes, it's very touchy. We realize that this is a school environment we're all going to see each other again, like tomorrow. So this would be something you talk about in like a conference where people would go back home and not see each other again. But there are certain people in here that I know. I mean, I'm telling you not to do this, but there are certain people in here that I know will go out and they're going to talk about people. They're going to say things. Now, that doesn't make sense. Nobody should do that, but somebody in here would do that. And we don't want that, okay? So that's why we're not going to go there. So what's going to happen right now is that we're going to go across the row, and you guys are going to state what you think about these people. What do you think these? Let me rephrase that. Who you think these people are? What you think these people are about? Okay. And you can say pretty much anything you want. Now, on the consent of these people, is everybody okay with this? Can everybody handle this? Everybody nodding their heads? Are you sure? Okay, because we don't want any explosions in here. Any kind of beefs will be cooked up and eaten. Beef should be cooked up and eaten. Unless you're vegetarian, then, just throw it away. Okay.
Interruption. All right,
Yes.
guys. Now, this is, when we say say what you want, we're asking what their stereotype. If you don't know this girl, what would you think of her? I don't want personal attacks on anyone. I do not want personal attacks. But if you did not know this girl, this guy, this guy, what would you think of them? What kind of pre-existing stereotypes do you have about them? That's what we're talking about. We are not talking about personal attacks. Make sure you know that.
All right. Okay, so those stereotypes are up there. Oh, I forgot to read the Hispanics. Okay, so every single Hispanic person is just like this. All right. They don't care. They have no papers. They're illegal. They're on welfare. They love to party. They all shop at Walmart. Laundromat, they go to the laundromat. All of them, none of them have washers and dryers because they all go to the laundromat. Therefore, they don't have washers and dryers. They all can fit 10 people in one car. They're all Mexicans. They're all in gangs. They're all migrant workers. And that's the educated ones, the so-called the multiracial people are educated. No. Professional Hispanic. Yes. Yeah, you guys can add some stereotypes in there. But obviously those are hilarious because they don't make sense. I mean, it's funny because it's just stupid. But people actually think this kind of stuff. That doesn't make sense, right? 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 Yeah. Alaskans only know 3 seasonings: salt, pepper, and ketchup. That is a conception about some Alaskans. Now, given that they all live in igloos. West Virginian stereotypes, yes. They think everybody is an inbred country hick, West Virginia. Now, granted, a lot of people don't necessarily Alaskans and West Virginians are not as broadly looked at as black, white, and Hispanic. Granted. But those things are definitely problems, just as any kind of stereotypes are absolutely problems. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go across these rows, and you guys are going to state your stereotypes about these people. These people in particular. It may be because of their race. It may be because of the people that they hang out with. It may be because of what they look like, but you guys are going to say what you guys think that what you guys have thought, maybe not think right now, but have thought that these people are about. Okay, so we'll just go across the row, starting with Tony there. Oh, and raise your hands, and you're gonna say something. Yes. If she didn't know Tony, she'd think that he was just a typical athlete who didn't care about school. All right, Ray. You would think he smokes pot. Anybody else? Woody. Hmm? He thinks he's Baptist. Or he would think he's Baptist, yes. He said he think he was Puerto Rican. Lindsay? She thinks he really likes basketball. Dakia? Hmm? No? Yes. That he doesn't date black girls. And were you stretching or just raising your hand? Yeah. That he looks like a typical, ordinary church boy or pretty boy. All right, Tony. What do you think about that? What do you have to say? What's true and what's not? Tony Smith.
I don't smoke weed. I am a church boy though. I ain't no pretty boy. I like basketball. I ain't Puerto Rican. Oh yeah, I love black girls now. I love me some black girls.
See, that's true.
That's it though.
That's true. Some things are true that we may think, oh, that's just another stereotype. Some things are true. Some things aren't. A lot of things aren't. And it depends because most of the times you never really know that person. We'll get into knowing in a few hours. But Brandy Rodwell, stand up. And what would you now? We're going to be okay. People, you guys may be laughing because things are funny. Yes, and there's a kind of a light mood here. But Brandy can take a lot, right, Brandy? All right. Now, we're not going to have any attacks. Nobody is going to say anything spiteful, anything negative, malicious, really, really mean about Brandy. But I want you guys to state, what do you think she's about? What do you think she does or is, or how do you, what kind of conceptions would you have if you didn't know her, or before today? Right. That she loves to eat. All right. Anybody else? Loves to eat food. Yeah. Miss Hallie. So she says she's smart. She's smart. Well groomed. Wears glasses. So she's smart. Jay. That she thinks highly of herself. How she dressed, how she grooms. All right, anybody else? Brandy, why don't you say a few things about what people have said about you or what people may have thought about you?
I like to eat. I do. I don't think I'm smart. Shut up. Oh.
That's all right here. We're all a group of teenagers, and right now we pretty much have the authority over here. Well, for the most part, not completely, because it's a school. But yeah, we this right here is as much power as we're gonna get for right now, and you guys should definitely enjoy that because it's gonna be all day. We're gonna have the power right now. We have the power in ourselves, and we have the power with everybody else right here, right now. But Brandy, stand back up. And my question was, I don't think I worded it right. Name some other stuff that has maybe been said about you or thought about you that these people haven't said, talked about.
A lot of people think that A lot of people think that since the fact that I'm mixed, I'm black and white, and like if I hang out with black people, you can't act too black around them, cause then they be like, oh, you not black, so why you not fully black, so why you acting black? And if you hang around white people, they look at you and you like, you not our skin color, and why you acting white and you're black? So they think I'm black, and then those black people think that if I act too black, I'm not all the way black, so why am I acting black? So, yeah.
So because
My mama white and my daddy black.
because her mother's white and her father's black, she's mixed. Okay, she's white and black. She's not completely one. She's not completely the other. She's not completely not one or the other. So so her ethnicity is white and black. Now her friends, her black friends, say that she acts too white sometimes. Her white friends say that she's too black. So some people just think different things because she acts black and she acts white. Act black. Wait, take a look at that statement. Okay? Acting black. Act your color. Now, last time I checked, a color didn't have a personality. Last time I checked, a color can't speak. A color does not have a mouth. A color does not have a brain. A color is not a person. It doesn't have a personality. A color is a color. This thing is black. This little tip of this marker right here is black. This doesn't shoot people. This is not obnoxious. The tip of this pen, it doesn't live on welfare or anything. It's the tip of a marker. It's black. That camera is black. Okay? She is of African American heritage and of Caucasian heritage. Okay? Now, people say things about black people, and people say that you can act black and you can act white. Now I disagree. Okay? You can hang out with people of your color, but you can act a certain color. That does not make sense. Okay? I'm trying to say something here, and for some reason it's not coming out, and I don't know why. Would anybody over here like to elaborate on what I'm trying to say? Brandy, would you like to say something about those, not about those people, but about this conception of black and white, acting black and acting white?
Since that my dad doesn't live with me, I stay with my mom, my stepdad, so I'm like the only one of color in my house. And so like everybody thinks that they have a certain way of the way they do things, and like so they're like, Brandy, why you keep acting like that, and why you keep acting black or acting that? And I'm like, and I look at them like, what is acting black? And so then I thought about it, and then they're like, you're just loud, and you know, you want everybody to see you, and so I guess that's my acting black. But then when I switch up my voice, when I'm talking around teachers or to somebody important, I talk proper, and I talk like, you know, I guess that's my white side. That's when I talk white, and when I get serious, I guess that's my white side coming out whenever I'm serious and I talk proper and I talk right. But when I talk ghetto and what they say ghetto with improper language and act out and be loud, that's the black side of me.
So, black is ghetto, and white is proper. Does everybody agree with that statement about what we think that black is? Black is loud, obnoxious, ghetto. White is proper and talking with good grammar. Okay. Exactly. Now, I'm just kidding. Now, let me say something about that. You can be black and be somebody completely different. Okay? Black is not a way of living. Black is a color. African American is a heritage. Okay? We can hang out with people who act black, But no, they're acting a certain way because they think that they should act that way. They think that because they're black, that they should act this way. They think that because they're black, they need to say certain things a certain way. They need to use a certain way of talking. They need to not do certain things because that would be looked down upon, because that would not be acting their proper color. That does not make sense. All right? Let's look at the next person, Crystal Rivera. What would you think about Crystal here? If you didn't really know her, which most people here don't really know her. Now, you never truly know somebody. I'm gonna say that a whole lot of times, and then we're gonna actually talk about that a lot later. Yes. She says, looking at her hair, it looks like she's into rock or something like that. All right? Huh? You think she has a big family? Sir? Yes. Someone else? Jay. Yes, people think because she's Hispanic, she has a lot of siblings. Do you have a lot of siblings, Crystal?
Not brothers and sisters, but cousins, yes.
She has a lot of cousins. Right. Black and white people have a lot of cousins. Everybody's got a lot of cousins. Some people have, there are some white families who have like 13 brothers and sisters right now. Okay? I mean, it applies to anybody. It's not just black or white or Hispanic. It's a way of being something. We have to be who we truly are, not our color. We do not have to obey the rules of our color. That's absolutely unreasonable. That does not make any sense. And not making sense is what a lot of people do very, very often. What we need to do is we need to stop and think about some things sometimes. To stop and think. To put some thought into some things. To analyze, what are we really doing? What are we really thinking? Well, what have you been thinking in these past few minutes, in these past few days? What have you been thinking about? Was it reasonable? Was it progressive, or did it just not make sense, or was it meaningless? All right, Crystal, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of brothers, but yeah, I got a lot of cousins. And I play soccer, but I also ran track and cross country, and I do a lot of other things than just soccer. And yeah, I do like rock, but that's not why I cut my hair like that. I do have papers.
She does have papers, everybody.
And I'm not on welfare, and I do shop at Walmart, but everybody does.
Everybody shops at Walmart because Walmart is Walmart. And we shop because we need stuff. So we go to Walmart, which has stuff. Okay.
I don't know what to say about the 10 people in a car because I can do that.
Anybody can fit a whole bunch of people in a car, not just Mexicans, okay? Granted, if you have a family of dwarfs, then you can fit more people into a car, but I don't think that your race contributes to your size and how many people you can fit in your car. You guys attract heat? What, is it because of the pigment of our skin or something? Yes? That's definitely a personal preference, just like Sarah says. That's an interesting idea, right? Interesting idea. But so yeah.
Not all Mexicans are we're not all Mexicans. There's Hondurans, Guatemalans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, whatever. There's a bunch of different, people. Guatemalans, Hondurans, what do you call them? Yeah. a lot. Not
a whole
all.
lot. North Carolina, right here. She's from North Carolina. What's up, people?
And not all of them are in gangs. Not all of us are in gangs. Um, I don't know what to say about the migrant workers. Most some do because like some don't have papers, but everybody does what they can for their family, right?
Exactly. All right, so
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So huh? Yeah, huh? Okay. Kiera has a stereotype. What's your stereotype? That they get married early and they have kids to stay in America. Yeah. All Hispanics work at the pickle plants or the chicken plants. How about we have Jose say something about this, and then we say something about what would you think about Jose? Jose Rodriguez.
Oh, you got two behind you here.
You got one?
Yeah, I would say that he's a very quiet guy,
Quiet, low key. Woody? Probably worked on a farm at some time in his life. Nakia? He looks like he's one of them boys that get all the girls. Did you raise your hand? Huh? No? Okay. Yeah, Bumpy. He loves shells? Gel. He loves gel. Hair gel. Sarah. Seems like he's a gangbanger. Lindsay.
Gangster.
Gang member. Somebody who's in a gang. He looks like he can roll his R's. I'm pretty sure anybody who speaks Spanish can't. See?
I learned how to do it when I was like
Was Spanish your first?
7. Yes.
Spanish was his first language, and he didn't. He couldn't roll his R's until he was 7. That's unexpected,
It's
right? All right, Adeline. He seems like kind of the bad boy type. Yeah. He seems cocky. All right, Jose, what do you have to say to this?
Well, I used to kind of work in kind of like a farm because we had animals back in Salvador, and I would take care of them so my brother could go play soccer. So, pretty much. I kind of am a gangbanger because like I grew up with gangsters. So, you grow up with someone, things they do might stick to you. You can't really fix that. Yeah, pretty much. You get used to things. I did used to flirt a lot with girls, but not anymore. I learned my lesson.